What if I told you that a simple shift in how we move our bodies could unlock the secret to reclaiming our health, laughter, and joy, even in our golden years? As I look back on my years as a school teacher, a trove of memories floods my mind, but one summer not too long ago stands out vividly. I began to notice that my body didn't feel quite right. Constipation, a topic many shy away from, became an unwelcome guest in my life. I remember feeling frustrated, as if I were clenching onto something I just couldn't let go of. Simple pleasures like my morning coffee lost their charm as I became preoccupied with uncomfortable bloating and irregularity. For someone as engaged in life as I was, this presented a challenge that intersected with my daily activities, hampering my usually lively spirit and leaving me concerned about my overall health. Isn't it astonishing how such an everyday issue could lead to a series of unexpected battles? After countless cups of herbal tea and a host of fiber supplements with little relief, I confided in my dear friend Evelyn Hart. Oh, that woman is a fountain of knowledge. With her silver hair and bright sneakers, she radiates energy. "Marlon," she said, "you can gently stimulate your digestive system through some light exercises." It struck me then how so many of my peers were reluctant to address digestive health, often treating constipation like a taboo. She opened my eyes to the empowering realization that we have control over our bodies, even down to the way we manage something as seemingly trivial as the rhythm of digestion. This revelation was my stepping stone towards not only feeling better, but regaining confidence in my own well-being. An incredible feeling indeed. Encouraged by Evelyn, I discovered that light exercises play a pivotal role in stimulating the digestive tract, moving things along quite literally. We chuckled as I bounced back from my predicament, joking about how I'd never take simple bodily functions for granted again. It was amusing to see how laughter could even ease discomfort, proving that our spirits play an essential role in our physical wellness. Whether stretching on a yoga mat or taking brisk walks, these activities became my delightful new mantra for digestive health. And soon, refreshing breezes, heat from the sun, and even the chatter from fellow walkers became a backdrop for not just movement, but a mental shift that lifted my spirits as well. With a firm resolve now blooming in me, I want to share the valuable exercises I learned and loved through my journey. We're going to dive into routines that are not just easy to follow, but can invigorate us. First, we'll embrace gentle stretches that stimulate our torso and abdomen, movements that feel wonderful and, when done regularly, can ease those pesky troubles. Soon you'll comprehend how something as simple as moving your body with intention creates waves of relief you might not have thought possible. Picture this: an afternoon in the park, sunshine filtering through branches as you and a friend take patient, deliberate steps together toward improved health. Evelyn always emphasizes that physical activity should be enjoyable rather than a chore. Our living rooms transformed into makeshift fitness studios, where we cheered each other on, collectively setting our intentions for wellness. The camaraderie we built while overcoming personal hurdles blossomed into strong friendships. It became clear: the challenges of aging shouldn't lead to isolation or embarrassment, but foster unity among those eager to support one another through life's transitions, however tricky they may be. If we can laugh through discomfort and share these journeys together, can we ever feel alone? I think not. As I prepare to impart my newfound wisdom, I encourage my fellow seniors to give these exercises their due consideration. Think about the freedom that comes with taking control of your digestive health. A tune-up doesn't need to be rigid or despondent. It can be infused with warmth, laughter, and the joy of shared experiences. Whether you're trading knowing smiles during a stretch or enjoying a bit of friendly banter during a brisk walk, remember that you're the architect of your own wellness journey. Isn't it an immense blessing to realize that embracing easier routines can pave the way toward liberation from discomfort? So, let's begin this thought-provoking and joy-filled journey together. The exercises that await us hold the potential to transform not just our bodies, but our minds as well. As we explore this path toward relief, we will reclaim our health and our confidence, After all, taking care of ourselves shouldn't feel intimidating. It should bring us delight and inspire us to be our best selves, even in our golden years. What do you say? Are you ready to claim this power with the tension was only beginning to build? As we embark on this journey to reclaim our health, let's start with something universally accessible: walking. I remember those exhilarating walks around my neighborhood. We didn't just put one foot in front of the other, we put heart and soul into each step. Walking provides not only movement, but a reawakening of the senses. Whether I strolled alone on the crisp mornings or came together with Evelyn and Grace for an invigorating jaunt, the process made me acutely aware of our surroundings. Feeling the sun warm my face, hearing the rustle of leaves, and absorbing the scents of flowers in bloom filled me with a renewed sense of life. If we take a moment to savor it all, walking transforms from mundane to magical. And the benefits? Oh, they start adding up, particularly in aiding our digestion. Evelyn often shares her wisdom about optimal walking techniques, encouraging us to find our own rhythm. She recalls how even modest bursts of exercise can boost blood circulation and enhance intestinal motility. Picture yourself as Evelyn beckons with her bright smile, instructing us to stand tall, shoulders back, and let our arms swing with every step. Simple tweaks like that make all the difference. I began noticing changes in my own body. After each stroll, I felt lighter and far more comfortable, a feeling I hadn't experienced in quite some time. This beautiful connection between our physical selves and nature invigorated my spirit, while simultaneously tackling those pesky digestive woes. But why stop there when we can amplify our benefits? Enter gentle yoga. This delightful practice, often associated with younger folks, has proven to be quite the blessing in my life. Evelyn introduced us to simple poses right in our living rooms. I can still picture Grace in her vibrant yoga pants, laughing as we attempted our poses while avoiding the family cat that liked to weave through our legs. These moments were not only hilarious, but they also highlighted the importance of flexibility, the body's natural ability to respond favorably to movement. It's fascinating how some stretched arms and bent knees not only harmonize with our breathing, but also gently massage our inner organs. In this way, yoga seamlessly integrates into our daily routine, helping to relieve constipation, reduce stress, and bring a peaceful calm over our minds. Incorporating short yoga routines into our day doesn't need to be daunting. It can be a delightful ritual. I often find myself motivated by the warmth of community as Evelyn leads us through sequences that even I, at times, could barely complete. With her steady guidance, we focus on enjoying ourselves rather than feeling pressured to master every position. I chuckle when I tell Grace that we're both almost upside down, while balancing precariously on one foot. Ultimately, it's about nurturing our bodies and understanding what they need. At the end of each session, we would sit together, cross-legged on our mats, and breathe deeply, soaking in a sense of accomplishment. Such peaceful moments reaffirmed the power of movement. Even as we get older, we have plenty of opportunities to grow stronger and braver. And yes, let's not overlook a straightforward stretch. This simple act, often dismissed as a mere warm-up, has truly become my best friend in this journey. A few minutes dedicated to stretching creates incredible ripple effects, awakening our entire bodies. I've learned from fellow seniors that it's not about how flexible you are, rather, it's about appreciation for your body. One magnificent stretch that Evelyn swears by involves simply reaching toward the sky. Can you picture it? A beautiful warm afternoon, each one of us stretching as high as we can, almost as if we were trying to touch the clouds above. This feeling alone is enough to lift not only our bodies but also our spirits, allowing wonderful sensations to travel down our spines, gently massaging our insides along the way. Now, I urge you to reflect on your own routines and see where these exercises can fit in. Perhaps you have a lovely park nearby, teeming with fresh scents and cheerful sounds, begging for peaceful strolls with friends. Or maybe even a cozy corner of your living room, inviting you to expand your horizons with simple yoga stretches that energize your day. It's crucial to focus on how movement connects us with ourselves and motivates us toward improved health. Every small action you choose can be a beautiful declaration of your commitment to wellness. Embracing the concept of remaining physically active not only aids our bodies but also enhances our mental well-being, solidifying our resilience as we navigate life. No matter where you are on your personal journey, remember that you are not alone on this path. It's a shared narrative, one filled with laughter, triumph, and even the occasional blunder. Let's cherish each moment and continue to awaken our body with kindness and acceptance, allowing our spirits to soar. So, my friends, are you ready to lace up those sneakers and stretch those limbs alongside us in this pursuit of relief and joy? As we explored the realm of movement, I couldn't help but gush about seated core exercises, an underrated gem that even the most seasoned exercise enthusiasts often overlook. Imagine this: a cozy circle of friends, chairs aligned in a cheerful assembly, laughter dancing along with the sounds of our gentle efforts. Marlon, with his signature plaid trousers and colorful scarf fluttering as he moved, had a knack for lightening the atmosphere with his humor. If I had $1 for every crunch I've struggled through, I'd be able to buy a whole grocery store, he declared, sending us into fits of giggles. While laughter filled the air, seated core exercises offered a chance for us to engage our abdominal muscles without the need for fancy equipment or strenuous leg work. We'd sit up straight, our posture aligned as if we were perched on the edge of opportunity. With gentle twists first to the left and then to the right, we could easily chat with one another while encouraging our cores to engage. However advanced we think we are, it's the simple things in this life that keep us going. I often found myself reflecting. Each twist not only strengthened our bodies, but also created an enticing rhythm we could connect with, weaving camaraderie into our routine as we pushed each other gently to stay consistent. Not long after, we shifted from core exercises to the world of light resistance training, a term that, for many, conjures images of heavy weights and intimidating gyms. But this couldn't be farther from the truth. Watching Grace enthusiastically brandishing her light dumbbells was a sight to behold. My secret: each weight is a friend. They don't judge and always keep me company, she joked with a twinkle in her eye. And she was right. Using light resistance bands or small handheld weights could fit seamlessly into our lives and provide myriad health benefits, particularly for digestion. Consistency was key, and I found myself excited rather than intimidated when we gathered each week to embrace something that once seemed daunting. Together, we would perform gentle side raises and extended tricep curls, all the while celebrating our collective spirit. Oh, if my muscles could talk, they would sing. Marlon joked again, using his hands as makeshift mics, raising them dramatically to his lips. Such moments captured our joy and our determination to advance. Each day spent lifting those tiny weights felt empowering and transformed our thoughts about aging and health into a narrative filled with strength. The feeling of lifting above our heads wasn't just about muscle, it became a salute to our ongoing vitality and their positive impact on our bodies, especially on our digestive health. During one of our sessions, Evelyn led us in a discussion on the importance of celebrating every small gain. "You know," she said, her voice warm and encouraging, "even if all you manage is to lift your arms a little higher, that's a victory worth cheering for." Her wisdom never failed to inspire. It served as a reminder that progress is rarely linear. Sometimes, it's about those small, delightful moments we shared together as much as it was about our physical transformations. The camaraderie and collective determination to foster a place of joy made each session more meaningful. We championed one another, reminding ourselves that we had power and control over our bodies and lives. I realized that building these relationships deepened our motivation. Fitness was no longer a solitary chore, but a vibrant celebration. We all became friends, united in our mission to care for ourselves better. We inspired one another to show up each week, ready to embrace whatever exercises we had planned. Discovering how much fun it could be to exercise together, I started looking forward to our sessions with zeal. My heart warmed at the thought of joining up with my trusted comrades each week, sharing laughs and experiences while actively nurturing our well-being. The best part? As we engaged in our seated core workouts and light resistance training, I felt my mind bubbling with creativity around ways to blend these exercises into daily life. Why not pair a seated twist with our morning coffee, or squeeze in some light resistance work while watching our favorite daytime shows? Marlon often joked it was like multitasking for wellness, and he was spot on. These gentle alterations helped us transform daily chores into uplifting rituals that incorporated movement and laughter. Making fitness a more organic part of our lives allowed us to offer our bodies the care they deserve while also enjoying ourselves. Who wouldn't want that blend of fun and intention? In a moment of reflection, accompanied by Grace's spirited enthusiasm, I eagerly challenged my friends and listeners alike. I want you all to find your fitness buddies, just like we have here. Encourage one another and celebrate those little victories. It's far too easy to dismiss them as mundane. I knew from my own experience that understanding this journey was about progress, and positivity could transform everything. Exercise could weave beautifully into our tapestry of daily life, laden with connection, laughter, and resilience. It's our responsibility to embrace this stage of life with a sense of adventure and optimism. Let's move forward with purpose. Shall the tension was only beginning to build. As we transitioned from our seated core workouts and light resistance training to the joy of dancing, I couldn't help but feel a surge of excitement. Dance. Oh, how it invigorated us. It was one of those delightful activities that seemed to wipe away the worries of the day. Grace was the first to suggest it, tapping her feet to an imaginary beat, her curly hair bouncing with each move. "Evelyn, why don't we add a little shimmy to our routine?" she called out, her voice brimming with enthusiasm. With a swift nod, I found myself digging out my old playlist filled with tunes from my youth, a mix of swing, jazz, and a sprinkle of classic rock. We paired the simple movements of our seated exercises with rhythmic sways while snapping our fingers in time, creating a celebratory atmosphere that left us all grinning from ear to ear. Every note was like a burst of sunshine, I mused as we moved. Music uplifts not only our spirits, but gets our bodies grooving. It builds connections. Laughter echoed alongside those beats. Marlon, ever the jokester, chimed in, "If only my dance moves could win awards. My feet have their own personalities. Sometimes they're tap dancers, and other times they just freeze." His playful demeanor lightened the mood further. When the music played, we lost ourselves in the rhythm, responding to each other with dance mimics and laughter that filled the room. It was a beautiful reminder that age is but a number, and that moving together to music can turn any mundane day into a joyous celebration. Each sway, each twist, and each laugh made the burdens of life lift away, if only for those few fleeting moments. As we danced, I noticed how the collective atmosphere of joy itself came to be a wellness exercise. Grace twirled with delight, showcasing a spin that would surely make her grandchildren proud. Just imagine how dancing can not only uplift our moods, but also help our digestive systems, I exclaimed, noticing everyone's heads nodding in agreement. What an empowering thought. The very essence of movement helping our bodies to function better. Dance is such a lively expression of life, and I shared how crucial it was to keep our energy flowing. It's our right to indulge in happiness and vigor while taking charge of our health. Let's own this, I said, feeling my heart brim with hope and joy. It was invigorating to think that something as simple as shaking our hips could lead to greater overall well-being. Next up in our movement repertoire was the tranquil practice of mindful breathing. Let's take a moment to slow things down and check in with our bodies, I suggested, feeling the group's energy shift as they prepared to embrace the calm. Breathing is often something we overlook amidst the hustle and bustle of everyday life, but let me assure you, it's a game changer. As we sat in a circle, I guided my friends through a series of deep, cleansing breaths, encouraging them to inhale deeply through the nose and exhale slowly through pursed lips. Feel your abdomen expand, drawing energy inward, and let it release any tension you may feel, I instructed, noticing how everyone began to surrender to the process. Each breath felt like a wave of rejuvenation washing over us, comforting us, allowing our bodies to relax and recharge. Mindful breathing is more than just calming, it aids digestion too, I encouraged, letting the attendees absorb the wisdom. With each inhale and exhale, we create a nurturing environment within ourselves. It tells our digestive systems it's safe to operate smoothly. Marlon chimed in, drawing a smile from everyone. Who knew breathing could be such a powerful weapon in our arsenal against constipation? I'd have signed up sooner if I had known. We chuckled, bringing levity to an otherwise serious topic, which only highlighted the importance of having a supportive community around these conversations. We normally wouldn't connect breathing with such a health discussion, but my friends seemed delighted to embrace the potential benefits without feeling like they were climbing a mountain. Reflecting on our session, I felt incredibly grateful for these moments filled with laughter, camaraderie, and empowerment. Life, I thought, is not solely about enduring challenges, but about relishing the little victories along the way. Each time we find joy in movement, be it dance or mindful breathing, we are reclaiming our autonomy over our health, I proclaimed, my heart swelling with pride for my friends and the connections we had formed over these exercises. We were redefining what it means to take control of our health and longevity together, emphasizing the richness of community and support. I also reminded them, even if one day feels tougher than the last, remember, we're running our own races, and every step forward matters. As our time drew to a close, I encouraged everyone to look beyond our gatherings, to keep exploring these exercises outside our classes. Try turning everyday moments into opportunities for movement and joy, whether that's a little twirl while washing the dishes, or an unstressed breathing session before bed. Share your experiences with one another. Let's build a supportive network where we can lift one another, sharing tips, successes, and maybe a few struggles. Grace, ever the eager spirit, exclaimed, "Let's have a dance-off for everyone to share how they're moving at home." With that sentiment, we left energized and excited for the next steps in our health journey, dancing, breathing, and celebrating.